Israel said they're going to engage in strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, and Tulsi Gabbard told Trump, don't do it, and Trump said, we won't.
You know who's a great prognosticator? Tim Pool.
Sam Seder of the Majority Report with Sam Seder has some fun at the expense of one of my favorite MAGA morons, Tim Pool. I mean, this guy, just everything that comes out of his mouth is dumber than the last thing. And Sam Seder, a sharp political mind, but also I think a very funny man, takes a look at some clips he made. The great prognosticator. Why don't we check it out?
Let's check in with Tim Pool at least a week ago, who was assuring us that Donald Trump could not be swayed by Israel, that Donald Trump was so principled in terms of anti-war that he was not going to in any way attack Iran. Now, it may have come back around on some level. We just saw Donald Trump swear about Israel and Iran.
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you have to respond
to Iran? It really just depends who's on Fox that day, I think is really what it comes down to. But here's Tim Pool anticipating that Trump, this is from just June 22nd. This is from 2 days ago. Is this number 7? Oh, somebody posted it at June 22nd. Okay.
Have you been following the news?
Huh?
Have you been following the news on this one?
Yeah.
He recently came out and told Israel he was breaking from them. He doesn't want to be involved in their wars.
Do you remember why?
Iran.
What do you mean Iran?
To avoid a war.
Who is this dude? Like, I don't watch Tim Pool because it's just like a vacuum of dumb, but this guy with the Sam Elliott mustache and the baritone.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
To avoid a war with Iran, he said, we're going to stop supporting you because you're pushing too hard. Israel said they're going to engage in strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, and Tulsi Gabbard told Trump, don't do it, and Trump said, we won't. Tulsi Gabbard was excellent choice. Man, if we got Kamala Harris in there, holy
pause
shit.
it. And pause it for 1 second. I'm sorry.
That's not right. We agree on Tulsi.
None of that even happened at that time.
No.
Listen, nobody's a fortune. No one can see in the future. But Tulsi Gabbard came out and said in front of Congress, we have no intel. In fact, our intel says that the Iranians have not restarted their nuclear weapon program since 2003. And she was literally locked out of the room for days when they were talking about what was going on in Israel and whether they would strike Iran.
Exactly. Thank you, Sam Seder. Yes, and this is Tulsi Gabbard, right? Not exactly the paragon of trustworthiness, but someone who apparently takes her job seriously enough to speak the truth when it comes to Iran's nuclear aspirations. Locked out of the room. Sam Seder is 100% right there.
So where did Tim Pool get that information?
Because the media I think he's referring to is her being confirmed and saying the thing that we all know about the state of the intelligence.
No, put it back up and let's put this back up there. He's convinced he knows what was going on. He not only did he not know what was going on a week from the time that he said this, he didn't know what was going on the day that he said this.
Or why?
Iran.
What do you mean Iran?
To avoid a war.
To avoid a war with Iran, he said, we're going to stop supporting you because you're pushing too hard. Israel said they're going to engage in strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, and Tulsi Gabbard told Trump, don't do it, and Trump said, we won't. Tulsi Gabbard was excellent choice. Man, if we got Kamala Harris in there, holy shit.
And another.
with not even.
Holy crap. Can you imagine? We probably bomb Iran.
Oh my God, I love Sam Seder's impersonation of Tim Pool. You know, it's like a Beavis and Butthead Elliot episode. You got the Sam Elliott knockoff, and you got Sam Seder's version of Tim Pool. I would pay good money to watch that.
Probably send some B-52s over there.
I mean, who knows? We probably have to, if you are...
Okay, well, this was kind of a short one. I hope that I'm allowed to use those clips. I guess we'll find out. I think Sam Seder's a sharp political guy, but I do like his comedy, and I love his impersonation of Tim Pool. Tim Pool is infuriatingly dumb. And the fact that he's now in the White House press pool is a perfect indicator of how bankrupt this administration is, right? I mean, authoritarian does this. It prioritizes loyalty over expertise, and then eventually that gets us in hot water. I think what's going on in Iran is a perfect example of this. Is like the stakes are all of our lives. So the fact that he's treating it like it's another, I don't even know what he's treating it like. People say he's playing three-dimensional chess or four-dimensional chess. I don't believe Donald Trump even knows how to play chess, first of all. Let's start there. And second of all, either way, let's just say it's four-dimensional chess. I think what they say is three-dimensional chess. If you have a chessboard, a wooden chessboard, you have three-dimensional chess, right? There's depth, there's length, and there's height. And if you go, well, no, it's four-dimensional chess. You go, okay, well, the fourth dimension is time. So if you sit down and you play a game of chess that's anything but instant, you are playing four-dimensional chess. But I digress. I don't think our dear leader is capable of even playing any dimensional chess. It's just, it's like that scene in Anchorman where he's put on the cruise control and he thinks it's auto driving, and he comes back into the back of the Winnebago and they're like, wait, who's driving? He's like, oh, it's on cruise. And they go hurtling off the highway. That's what it feels like. And the Winnebago is the country, and we're all sitting in the back with these morons. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about Tim Pool. It's like, on the one hand, it's just brain numbing, and at a certain point you see in their mouth moving and it just sounds like, on a loop, but you have to pay attention to it because buried in there, I did another video recently. It was Tim Miller, the Bulwark, is talking about tweets Nancy Mace is making, and there's knives in it. Like they become policy. So you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. But it's impossible to take seriously. So, I mean, I think what Sam Seder does is points out factual inaccuracies, but then also makes fun of it. I mean, fascism hates to be made fun of. So, I mean, I think we need to do that. And I don't know, I enjoy when Sam Seder does it. Let me know what you think in the comments.